Welcome back, guys. This is my continuing series for the new year, new employment laws coming forth. Wish I had a lot of good news for employers, but I don't. I have good news for employees. So if you're an employee, it is a good time to be an employee. However, having said that, if the prices keep going up, it's going to be very, very difficult for businesses to survive. It is highly essential that they are aware not to get themselves into trouble. My next series after covering minimum wage is going to cover the new unfair employment practices, the new leaves that have been proposed and approved. So there's a lot of stuff coming. This has been a super active year since 2019. So expect a lot of new laws and expect a lot of litigation starting next year. So there are advocates in California currently that are trying to get the state's minimum wage to $18 an hour, which they feel to be the living wage. And it's called the Living Wage Act, and they're trying to get those signatures to get it as a measure for November 2022. I'm dating myself, and very likely to become a referendum. And this would increase the state's minimum wage by $1 every year starting next year, and would have the same approach as they did for the last minimum wage from 2016 to 2023. So under this measure, employers with 26 or more employees were required to pay the $18 minimum wage by 2025, and employers with 25 or less employees would be required to pay the $18 by 2026. We don't know what's going to happen, but the reason this becomes important is because all these minimum wage increases have additional implications, right? It affects certain thresholds over time, your double time rates. The reality is there's a labor shortage and employers are working longer hours, and there's more overtime to bridge that gap. Employers are not offering recruitment retention bonuses to retain employees. They must also prepare for that and have a budget for that. And then non-discretionary bonuses and other incentive compensation are being paid to get them to stay, so which goes into the regular rate of pay. So you have to make sure that you are not, getting yourself into trouble by underpaying employees. And there's the minimum salary requirement for white collar exemption. So people that are exempt from overtime, you must still meet the salary test, which is double the minimum wage, which means you'll have to increase salaries, because otherwise, potentially, a salaried employee that you consider to be exempt could turn out to be an hourly, non-exempt employee. So these are all, and also that means also minimum hourly earnings for exempt commission salespeople gets affected as well. And I will start going over a lot of these in more detail later on, but I kind of wanted to get it out there. Be aware, make yourself you're educated, because next year is going to be a busy, busy, busy year.